Brilliance Audio presents Late Air by Jaclyn Gilbert, performed by George Newbern and Cinelle Barnes.
For Jared. There are things I do not want to say, except the not saying won't return anything you love. Camille T. Dungy, Notes on What Is Always With Us. Part 1. 1. Late August, Monday, 5:33:05 a.m. Remember our goals, Coach Murray said. He and his number one runner, Becky Sanders, were in his car, headed to the campus golf course. Through the darkness, the empty streets, Murray relied on his headlights. He tuned the radio to a clear station. The Doors. We're aiming for 5:10 pace, he said. Okay. Becky was peeling a small blood orange, one long sheath unfurling on her lap. At 5'2" and 95 pounds, she reminded him of his two-time cross-country All-American Sarah Lloyd. As a senior, Sarah had set a course record of 16 minutes, 23.14 seconds in the 5K. Becky was only a sophomore, but Murray believed she had even greater potential than Sarah. He saw Becky winning nationals this year, maybe even competing in the Olympics one day. Murray hadn't showered or shaved in 3 days. It was humid in the car, and the gray stubble around his long mustache felt damp. He hadn't always had a mustache. In his youth, Murray was clean-shaven, but he'd worn his blonde hair a little long through his own college running days. He'd run on full scholarship for the University of Scranton. Growing up in Luzerne County, he'd gone by his first name, Samuel, but on Scranton's track, the chant Murray had sounded best, especially at the age of 27, when he'd qualified for the '84 Summer Olympics in the 10,000-meter run. Now, almost 4 decades later, Murray was 62 and no longer ran. His 2 knee replacements made walking so difficult that at the golf course, he'd have to use a cart to get around. He couldn't miss a split. At a red light, Murray noticed as Becky carefully removed 2 strings of pulp from the orange, then divided out the first quarter section. She raised a sliver to her lips and bit in slowly. Murray's breakfast sandwich still lay warm on his lap. No cheese, just ketchup and egg. He smelled oil and toasted bread.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?